House. House. I live in a house with my family. Hut. Hut. My ancestors lived in a small hut in the forest. Treehouse. Treehouse. The children play in their treehouse in the backyard. Villa. Villa. The wealthy family lives in a luxurious villa by the beach. Beach house. Beach house. We rent a beach house every summer for our vacation. Stilt house. Stilt house. They live in stilt houses above the water in the village. Farmhouse. Farmhouse. My brothers live in a farmhouse on the farm. Barn. Barn. The farmer stores hay in the barn on his farm. Tent. Tent. We go camping and sleep in a tent under the stars. Farmhouse cottage. Farmhouse cottage. The farm workers live in small farmhouse cottages. Ranch house. Ranch house. The cowboy lives in a ranch house on the big farm. Caravan. Caravan. We travel around in our caravan during the holidays. Mobile home. Mobile home. We travel around in our mobile home to explore places. Camper van. Camper van. We travel and sleep in our camper van wherever we go. Yurt. Yurt. Some people live in a round yurt on the grassland. Chalet. Chalet. We go skiing and stay in a cozy chalet in the mountains. Igloo. Igloo. Inuit people build an igloo out of ice blocks in the winter. Swiss chalet. Swiss chalet. We will stay in a cozy Swiss chalet in the mountains. Apartment building. Apartment building. Many people live in the same tall apartment building. Hotel. Hotel. When we travel, we stay in a hotel with many rooms. Condominium or condo. Condominium or condo. We own our apartment in a big condominium building. Lighthouse. Lighthouse. The lighthouse keeper lives in the tall lighthouse by the sea. Log cabin. Log cabin. We stayed in a cozy log cabin in the mountains for vacation. Cottage. Cottage. Our family spends weekends in a small cottage by the lake. Nursing home. Nursing home. My parents live in a nursing home for treatment. Bungalow. Bungalow. Our family lives in a small bungalow with only one floor. Building. Building. Some people live in a big building downtown. Townhouse. Townhouse. Our neighbors live in a narrow townhouse next to ours. Mansion. Mansion. The rich family lives in a huge mansion with many rooms. Duplex. Duplex. We live in a house that is split into 2 duplexes. Dormitory. Dormitory. Students live together in a dormitory near the university. Semi-detached houses. Semi-detached houses. Our neighbors live in the semi-detached house next door. Detached house. Detached house. Our family lives in a detached house with a big garden. Skyscraper. Skyscraper. We live on the 20th floor of a tall skyscraper in the city. Terraced houses. Terraced houses. Our family lives in one of the terraced houses in the row. Row house. Row house. We live in a row house among a row of similar houses. Colonial house. Colonial house. We visited a historic colonial house from the olden days. Castle. Castle. The king and queen live in a big castle with towers and a moat. Chateau. Chateau. We toured the old chateau with many rooms and gardens. Adobe house. Adobe house. Adobe house is made of mud bricks to keep us cool in the desert. Workers' cottage. Workers' cottage. The factory workers live in tiny cottages near the factory. Studio apartment. Studio apartment. I live in a small studio apartment with one room for everything. Shack. Shack. Some people live in small shacks made of wood or metal. Tiny house. Tiny house. We live in a tiny house with just the essentials. Egg-frame house. Egg-frame house. Our cabin in the woods has a roof that looks like an A. Geodesic dome house. Geodesic dome house. Our house has a round roof made of triangles, like a dome. Longhouse. Longhouse. Indigenous people live in a longhouse with their families. Pagoda house. Pagoda house. We saw a traditional pagoda house with a tiered roof in Asia. Underground house. Underground house. We built an underground house to stay cool in the summer.